about to say Twitch. You cannot tell me my stream is not up. I know for a fact it isn't. I can never remember if that notification sound comes in through not Discord, OBS, whatever it's called. Here we go. How bad is this connection gonna be? Here it is. Okay, that was not a beef assist. So. Oh, she avoided it. She's small. I keep playing like it's her deep assist. I need to remember I can just make it. This rod is doing nothing. Really? Not giving that first kill. I thought I'd be too close. And a peg. Huh? That's not at all. That's an interesting trait. Okay, I need to just be on top of them with buttons, and I think they'll constantly get counter hit. Sad. I don't like that DP anyway. That's not. Got tag Gamora. Damage drop. Damage drop. Could've gotten another punish, but whatever. It's funnier this way. I would love to get my DP. Am I toxic? Can I get my DB inputs? Hi, Omer. I'm doing alright. How are you? Okay, cold. It's still in the 70s over here. My DPs. I did have time for that. Yeah, oops. I just want to miss this girl. Do we know? We do not know. Yeah, that's not what I'm doing. I needed to delay those jabs, but I haven't practiced that in ages. Because it's finicky. Da, da, da. I think is the slowest rhythm you can do it to drag them down a little bit. But it's so easy to drop. Do it again. Do it again. I might have gone a little bit raw tag to Bella there. Interesting. Keep it safe. First bait, or not. That's not the burst bait. I should do the easier one on lights, I guess. But this one works on lights, and it's technically better. Eh. I did not hit that. At me. Do it again. Hello. Nah. That's not pretty juicy. That's not a DFC. Do it again. There we go. I'll leave it at the first 5. They jump too much. Hello, chat. I've still got 20 minutes before live stream starts. I I know we do these very infrequently. For the record, if y'all have lab questions in chat, those will take priority over anything on our list, because y'all are actually here. So once that's started, by all means, if you've got questions, I will do my best to demonstrate or answer them. Keep in mind, I'm really bad at like 2/3 of the cast. So I will answer to the best of my abilities, but it might be a little scuffed. Slightly. Slightly. I do not have hands. My bow is simply better. If I have a read on you as a player, I'm winning. If we have to play an even game, I'm dropping every game-winning combo and losing the set. Let's do it as a treat, though. Let's see if I remember what I'm doing. It's been a minute. That's Robert Fortune. Okay, saw. I must do that. How else did you see myself? I'm not dead. Am I? I did not get my raw type. Weird. Do that right, that should have still been able to get cross up there. Yeah. There's no way you're letting this happen to you. Okay, doke. I wonder if I had done medium stand, medium kick. That probably would have. I mean, that's weird. We'll see. I didn't react to that properly. Tech chase out. I suck at playing Beowulf into these people. I just need to be patient. I keep forcing the issue. They don't have assists. It's gonna be really hard for them to bail out of the corner. Keep trying to force it way too hard. I wasn't trying to do safe jump. I was trying to auto time the throw. I literally press throw as soon as I can. What do you mean? There we go. Oh my god. Bye-bye. What? Did I get backdash on accident? Alright, where's this guy? Snap. That doesn't cast that? Okay. That's awesome. In their face. Is that really just countering it? Can't cancel it that way, my friend. Shred medium punch there. Why? What? Kill them. Die.
One more time. Let's rock.
That really interacts that way. How does that whiff? Why was that still same side? Are you kidding me? Die.
Can I get a round of applause for our contestant? One more one.
I know I should have just smashed on them. Well.
Cameras rolling and showtime.
Let's do this. That's not. And here we go. Bye-bye. Really? Oh yeah, that does just win. That's wholesome. I guess I should have done Airwolf there? Oh. Why can they... reload the timer so late? Nice armor. That is crazy. I didn't get my arm, I was so right. They're big buttons. Respect them.
One more time.
Alright, don't start wolf shoot. Okay. I really should have done that, shouldn't I? Nope. I'm just playing QM for now. Can I get my level 3? Oh my god. What did I just do? Wow. Brain short-circuited. I wanted to do heavy spiral and I just pressed heavy kick twice. Alright. But event must begin. Okay, so I know I said this earlier during the audio check portion of this, but because y'all are here and y'all are in chat, any questions y'all have that you would like looked at in a live stream, you get first dibs because y'all are here, and then we'll just keep going through the list otherwise. It'll be probably a decently short-ish stream. We don't have too many questions, but they're enough that it's worth going through. But... Okay. So, what are we working with? We got... Where's the channel I'm looking for? Live stream questions. So... Krabadonk is asking what are the major uses for air dash? Peacock used them a little bit differently. So Peacock uses her air dash a lot more for mobility, as well as a way to interrupt her normals to get more mobility. So one of the, by that I mean you're using this a bit in your combos. All air dash characters are going to have some form of air dash in their combos. Peacock's a little weird because you need to delay it just right to get the momentum, but still have the button come out. I'm not a Peacock player, so I'm really bad at this. But if you want to do offense, this tends to safe jump a lot of things. And you're +8. So if it hits... Wait, how fast is your jab? It's 6 frames. This should blink. Am I crazy? What? It's 9 frames. It's also 6 frames. Unless I'm crazy, this should combo. Because I know the safe jumps. So like, we should get something. Is the timing just weird? +8. Is it still +8 while you're in the air? Is that why it's being weird about frame data? You have this though. This doesn't inherently safe jump, but it's a really annoying thing to deal with. Really annoying tool for the zone to have. But, so, you've got that for very basic offense. You don't use it as much for her, because she's not a typical air dash. I might be... Do you really delay it? Because you need to interrupt the forward momentum. And that's her air dash lockout height. That comes... Why does that come out? Or do you have to flex spell it? I don't know. I don't know how this character works. I swear I've had this done to me before. Or do they have to be crouching? Does it have to hit lower? No, it doesn't. No, that's not right. I don't know. Maybe it's character specific and I'm just unaware. Either way, not very commonly used. This one a bit more so, but again, you're the zoner, so you're not in their face as often. The thing you'll see Peacocks do it very often for is, again, interrupting their air normals to get more out and more space. So one thing you'll see very often, get an Avery out, air dash cancel, backwards, jump heavy punch, and now all of a sudden there's an Avery on screen. Now you're just doing criminal things. It gets you all the way back to the range you want to be. Because you can get Avery out, and I cancel the backdash too early. Same thing. Even more distance, you just don't put up a wall. Well, this is a wall, but not the same kind of delayed wall Avery can be. So you've got all those combinations. You also... This is a nuisance of a button that you get to air dash cancel out of. Or you can use that to cover people like trying to approach you. So that is most of how Peacock will use it as a repositioning tool, more often her air backdash than anything else. As for drilling it, I mean, it's just kind of getting used to it, especially for Peacock. It's a lot about getting the timing. And then just going back to normal shenanigans. I don't know how to play this character. But that's most of it for Peacock. Like, if you want to actually talk about what other characters do with it, it really varies from character to character. I can talk about a couple different ones.
Let's dance, darling.
But so, like, Fortune and Philia tend to use it a bit more for also just mobility. So, Fortune gets a little lanky when she does it, so she can get tagged by a ton of random things. But it's still covering that space, especially with her sword normals. But one thing you'll see Fortunes do versus, like, Peacock, if they're trying to get through a hole in the zoning, you might see them use it to get the momentum, and then cancel into usually this button to make themselves as small as possible to get through the gap. Then obviously, as with all air dash characters, you have this option. It should work. Am I crazy? Yeah. That's just too slow. Get out of the corner. Philia will use it for mobility a little bit more. You'll see Philias do a lot of this. Mobility and just kind of boxing out space. Philias will also have the opportunity to do stuff like this. So it's just another tool. And again, like, it really depends on your character. So it's like, I will do this to cut off space as Eliza sometimes and get me forward progress. Her air dash is really slow to actually make any progress, and it's really floaty, and she's really big, so it's a lot harder to use as like a pure movement neutral tool. But it's a jump scare with buttons like these. Even full screen, you can catch people doing slow stuff. So it's like if a Parasol's doing L shot in a really predictable spot, you can kill her for it, sort of deal. And then all of them will have instant air dash stuff. And you tend to be able to use it to burst bait a bit more. Oh, that's not going to burst bait because that's right. Wrong combo stage. You get to use it to air dash backwards and stuff like that. The mix I like to do on Eliza counter relies on them being... I mistimed it. It really depends on your character. So like Eliza's has her go upward a little bit. Other characters have a bit more of a linear air dash. And then you can do stuff on Eliza where you like cancel the jump momentum with your jump heavy punch to give you a lower air dash. So it varies a lot from character to character. And so like you as a, not a Skullgirls player, you as a Peacock player are gonna get used to the delay, what the delay allows and prevents you to do, and how to use it effectively in space, and continue your zoning, or sometimes even be aggressive, because you're just allowed to do that as the center. But there's not going to be any one-size-fits-all. Answer to doing that. And again, like how to lab it, genuinely practice the routes, and even just give yourself a save state and like... Do I have it set to save? No, I have it set to recording. Just to practice the inputs. So like, if I really wanted to right now, one thing I've never really bothered to learn... What is it? No, it's just off of... I forget the actual setup. But I've never bothered to learn the like actual lower air dash mix, and so you can just set it up. And then lab it, and just rinse and repeat until you get the timing down, and then lab it on different characters, because it's probably going to be different on different characters. I know it is for Eliza. Yeah. I don't actually know how to do it properly, but like that's kind of how you just grind out the muscle memory. How to continue a combo after attacking in P when you were comboing with band. Do I know the answer to this?
Back on the beat.
Where's Peacock? Wow, brain. I'll just do that, and I'll do it on Parasol, because in theory, it should be pretty... So, as far as I'm aware, there's going to be no way to do it mid-screen. That's not going to work. I forgot to... Okay.
One more
Why do I keep thinking Sound Stun is 5 HP and not 2 HP? I do not play this character. There we go. That's probably going to be the easiest way. You'll still need to have Sound Stun. I don't even think you necessarily need... No, you need OTG as well. Pretty much all of these are going to need OTG. Can I think of any way to set this up? That doesn't use Sound Stun. I think that routing knowledge is a bit above my pay grade. Yeah, that's too slow to OTG with. So, if you have Sound Stun and OTG, that should be, if not universal, work on everyone but the heavies. Beyond that, I do not have the knowledge for this team. I apologize. I mean, obviously you also have... That doesn't work in the corner, does it? Oh no, that doesn't give you a combo. But I mean, sure, I'm sure you've seen the pickup before. Is it teleport? I forget, but you OTG with this. So there's plenty of ways to do that, and I would, if it's not on the wiki, honestly, just asking like Mixmasters. People have to know that routing. I don't off the top of my head. I don't play either of those two characters. And I don't pay enough attention when it's done to me to know exactly what the dealio is. Dealing with double L bomber assist. You and me both, bud. Okay.
Egrets, get ready.
So, the annoying thing about that assist is it's just good.
Let's dance, darling.
But... What's an example? I'll just
Let's
try with
dance,
this.
just a moment.
Alright, let's go to both. Or I called that assist way too late. I mean, even if I just... Can I get my... Yeah, no, it would eat the killer butchers. Wait, how much block stun does this assist actually have? But my genuine response for like broad advice for dealing with Bomber, and this is true for just like most assists, including like dealing with Butchers. If you have the ability to level 3 it, like, either keep yourself safe, but ideally you get a chunk of damage on the assist, because that's one of the things Para level 3 is really good for. That's not what I wanted. But it is oftentimes going to be... I'm just absolute guarding, and then waiting for them to overextend after it. And when they overextend after it, that's where my mashes come in, that's where absolute guard comes in, that's where I can just be patient, push block them out, and then call my assist if I have any assist I can call in the gap that might function as defensive. L-Bomber's really obnoxious. I'm not gonna lie, I'm struggling to deal with it too. But if you're getting caught on offense, if you see it coming, oftentimes you can do this yourself and catch it and keep it your turn, but if it's their turn, I highly recommend absolute guard. Because that assist is really hard to avoid. Oops. Trying to think, is there anything else really useful for L-Bomber assist specifically? If they're calling it as you're landing on them, this can tuck your legs up away from it, at least. This is a really good landing option. It has to be a very specific situation for you to actually get a combo off of it. But even just forcing it to be your turn is nice. Because, like, I won't get a combo off of this hit. But I'm still plus. And then I can always threaten stuff like that. Oh, you're asking about dealing para using L-Bomber. I'm sorry. I misread that. Okay. But yeah, so it's going to be looking for an overextension after you block it. If you have mashes that are more invuln than it, or if you can react after the fact, so you're starting your invuln frames after they've left. If you have a way to like mash plus assist and keeps it safe, that will usually be a pretty good option. So like Bella, you might be able to butt plus brass. As another example, just try and get stuff out there sort of deal. But oftentimes patience, good push blocks, and use of absolute guard are going to be the way to go. Also keep it, well, what characters do you have? Because alpha counter might also be a really valid option. It's expensive, but it's something to consider. Bayo Painwheel Band. I mean, I'll show you like a scenario of. It's not necessarily going to be the best pressure possible.
Egrets, get ready.
But let's do Painwheel with H Pinion and Band.
Back on the beat. Back on the beat.
Yeah. Or wait. Oops. You'll need to be a little bit particular with how you do it, at least depending on what your assist is. But yeah, alpha counter SSJ is going to be a very strong pull. You can get baited for it, don't get me wrong. But showing people you're willing to represent the option is going to be really good in the first... I should have done this the other way around. Oops. That'll be easier to demonstrate. What am I doing?
Back on the beat.
Egrets, get ready.
Oh, whoops. Why can I not call my assist what I want to? I'm so bad at... So even just something like that. I did do it right. Again, it's not like the cleanest pressure ever, but it kind of gets the idea across. Yeah, if you got meter, look to spend it. Especially because it's like, with this team in particular... Oops. You still have a safe DHC depending on how it goes. Actually, you always will, because SSJ and Airwolf will be safe as well. So if you've got 3 bar to spend, you can keep yourself safe. Hello.
Whoa.
Hello. Okay.
I didn't want to interrupt you.
Yeah, no, you're good. So, I know you know a lot better than I do how to actually manipulate what side people appear on the 5 medium punch mix.
It's mainly height dependent.
Yeah.
So for that, I mean, if you want to show them the mix up on stream,
Yeah. I mean, I can. Let's just make a funny.
lab stream or lobby.
Yeah. There we go. And I don't even think it necessarily needs to be mid-screen, just even in the corner. They say they're struggling to get the toolkit to cross up sometimes. Which,
Are they struggling to get it cross up?
yeah, so they might be doing it too low.
Yeah, almost certainly too low. There's a trick to getting it to cross up every time if you really need one. That's the either use kick cancels or Kara stand heavy kick.
Get ready.
Kara stand heavy kick. I'll answer that right after we go through this.
I tried to hold the right to put myself in the corner. Alright.
The classic.
Yeah, you want to be up at about the bottom of the enemy's hitbox to be at about Squiggly's head height. If you need a visual too. The other version. Yeah. Kara canceling this button into a stancel. As you saw, it moved me forward.
Can be a bit more visually jarring, but then you all of a sudden have people with the Kara cancel sing because they're expecting cross up, and into the daisy they go. Yeah.
I tried for the double cross setup. It is so annoying to do if you haven't practiced. So yeah, you can mix this up by starting the setup, stancel back to light, medium punch into the same mix-up. It'll if you have enough height, it'll cross back up into the corner, and it will mess up mashers. Do they want to know anything specific besides just making sure
I think
it
just
crosses up?
general tips, and so like other things I know that you can do is, and it matters more for other characters, like lights doesn't matter as much, but for like mediums, you can make sure you're standing after the stancel and force them same side, and then just delay when you press the crouching button.
Do I have the mid-screen set up? No, that doesn't work. Okay, that doesn't work on Squiggly. There is another version if you have enough height. You stancel back, and then you try to immediately car cancel the stand heavy kick for double cross under. That one's really, really tight. I would not recommend doing it. I can't do it consistently, if barely at all. It's technically possible.
Okay, I do have beating sound.
If you want to try to mix it, go for it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously depending on assist. And so I stood, kept same side. No, still accidentally kept same side. Wait, or band is preventing that, right?
Yes. Ideally you want your opponent to land almost directly on top of you to be as ambiguous as possible. The higher height you do this, the more time the opponent does get to mash, though. You want to be careful versus specifically
Band and
double and fortune.
Oh, for the falling jump light punch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like they have a really, really good button to interrupt the mix-up.
Does doing... Oops. Why did I pull you out there? Wait,
You hit me with the second hit.
Does meaty jab, or is jab meaty enough to beat the jump light punch? Is that an option?
Yes, but you need to manually time it because you can already link stancel or stand medium punch stancel light punch.
Oops.
But like it'll beat it if you slightly delay it.
Okay. And then for anyone who's using like, oh, appreciate the raid. For anyone who's using air reversals, keep in mind if you've got the bar, none of them besides Painwheel and Band have air hit stop. So you should almost always be able to react with this and... Oh, okay, so that beats Feral. You probably lose to Scalpels.
You do lose the scalpels because she just kind of remains in the air.
Yeah. Does SBO trade and you just both stay safe? Or both, like, tech away?
Scalpels tends to win. Scalpels will hit SBO, cause the SBO hitbox to go away for a frame, and then you just get hit by the other scalpels. Like, unless, like, what's it called? You sing, of course. In which case, she doesn't get to do anything.
Then there's...
If Val's low enough, she could EKG in the air. And just outright win.
Does Air EKG have that little recovery? I guess Daisy's just that slow, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Sad.
I mean, she also ends up on the other side of you, so like
Yep.
you just wouldn't get hit.
Yeah, I know it wouldn't hit, but in my head, EKG has so much recovery that it's like... Trying to get the single hit.
Oh. It's so hard. Go ahead.
Maximum heavy counter hit.
And of course, second Daisy wins.
I don't have this. Not anymore.
I don't have those online. I can do them offline every now and then, but I don't practice them.
I could have DP'd.
You could have DP'd, you could have daisied back.
Get in the hole.
I'm upset that the first hit of daisy doesn't do damage, so you get no counter hit damage for it.
Not only that, Squiggly is the only command throw super that does not get counter hit on Dizzy.
It also had more scaling than it was supposed to before.
Alright, she can't like it like that. Yeah.
Nope.
Do you want to give any funny cursed band specific advice? Because I know
Cursed bandage?
for the
I mean,
medium punch, because you can do it to band. It's just a pain.
Yeah. There's always that, which is really funny.
But off of the stancel.
Off of Stancil, if you want to cross up, you need to do the Kara heavy kick. It's hard to do mid-screen. Let's see. Yeah, it's even hard to do in the corner. Like, you need a lot of height. Chaos. Good job reacting.
Fuck. I'm old.
Well, no one's reacting to that either.
Smile. But yeah, so if you really are struggling to force the cross up for the light kick, Kara heavy kick. It is a bit more of a tell, but you're still gonna catch people. Beyond that, I'd just say make sure you're crouching as soon as possible, because that's the easiest way for me to guarantee cross up every time.
I forgot that's a double cross up. That's mean.
Deserved.
What side was that on?
I'm not blocking. Oh wait, my parry. Oh wait, right, you're right, you can't just mash it. I need to actually time it. And then avoid it!
It's a really reload. Oh, you can just make that safe, of course. This is always funny.
Your stupid
Yeah,
fiber mix.
That sets up a stand medium punch mix up as well with DP assist.
If you do it right.
But it's if I do it correctly, of course. Of course, it ended up crossing me up. I'm so smart. Take advantage of the fact Dan is tall, even when he's crouching. You can get instant overheads on him, like most of the cast can.
My dome.
Yeah, you don't have to immediately cancel to dive kick. You can just delay tie, cross up. Dan's fat enough that you can do that. Oh right. If you're doing a throw, please just still record. I am bad about it. It puts you in stage 2, right?
Yeah. Basically, you're already scaled off of the throw, and this is just extra damage that is 0 and dizzy for anything.
Yeah. You get an extra string.
You have charge, kill them.
Please.
You don't have charge, kill them.
Oh, can you do the SD or SSJ?
That's not.
Oh, you have sniper. Which works if you had OTG. I tried to daisy and I got hit. This is what I get for pressing buttons.
Uh-oh. into the corner. But yeah. Roll back out.
I'm scared. I we're gonna do a shot. I wanted to sing through it.
I don't think you can sing entirely. Oh, you were trying to sing through the shot. Yeah, not the sniper.
Yeah.
That don't work.
I was trying to sing before you got the sniper.
Yeah. Huh?
I hate that doesn't reach Squiggly specifically. That reaches Umbi.
Hi there.
There is a variant of the stand medium punch mix-up you can do with C-Slide and what's it called? H bypass. I believe Nevros' page still has it, where you do crouch medium punch instead. Essentially, any assist that pulls the enemy towards you, and like soft launches. Stand medium punch will force them away from you. If you do it with the backwards hitbox, it will cause the same mix-up as the stand medium punch one. You still got these?
Kind of.
I'm never going to forgive the fact that the stand heavy punch after Mortis is a one-frame link versus just para.
Oh, that's not a super, but yeah. Then you can do the same thing with this starter. It's a little less damage.
That's the only use of that special. Because it's a mid, uncharged. Don't ask why.
Damage. Okay, sorry. Got a little distracted. So, talking about Absolute Guard. So, for Absolute Guard, what it is, essentially, anytime you block, the second you push block, the game remembers what you were blocking. And
so,
for the entirety of that push block duration, you are blocking that way. Which means if I am crouch blocking, when I push block, for the 25 frames of the push block animation, I cannot get hit low. And it also has all the same like cross-up protection and throw protection that Bing and Block Stun does. So what this means is during these 25 frames of push block, I cannot get hit low, I cannot get thrown, I cannot be crossed up. There's only one thing that can hit me during that, which is an overhead. But because the game remembers I push blocked low, for those 25 frames I cannot get push blocked low. If immediately after push blocking, I swap my guard to high, I am essentially invulnerable for the 25 frames of push block. That is what Absolute Guard is. It is a very strong defensive tool to kind of like nullify a lot of pressure. This is not a one tool beats everything, because obviously there's counterplay. The second they see that push block, they can call their assist on your PBGC window and then just time their mix. Either that, or they can call their assist and then just be above you, give it an ambiguous left-right. This is why we try and tell you, general rule of thumb is to never push block double using cat hits, because her mix to open you up is not that threatening, but if you push block, you give her a window to essentially break the true block string, which lets her cross up you. which is one of the things Double's really good at doing. She can just jump above you and press jump light punch, and then you're guessing.
It also requires push blocking, so you could just delay your button.
Yep, so it's a very good baseline habit to get into, but you still need to try and apply it with intent behind it. But so multi-hit assists are really good practice to use this against, especially stuff like Butchers, where you like don't have any hope of mashing out of it for the most part. Just while you're blocking, just go, okay, it's on you to time your offense accordingly.
I couldn't remember what the super was. Oh, was I really too fast?
I don't think you can do it out of sync. Can you?
Hold on. Oh. Maybe I can't.
I think you have to silver cord into it, and then you need. That's why you need 2 charges and combo into it.
Am I pressing this wrong?
Maybe. Oh wait, you didn't have your taunt.
Right, I'm so smart. Hello? I'm so good at this game. I swear.
Doesn't her taunt start with punches? Am I crazy?
Yeah.
There you
Oh, I was forgetting the kick.
go. Brother. Okay, yeah, you can do it.
Yeah.
Although you don't have to do that. I think Point Blank it still has the hit stop. Does it
Hold
not?
on, we're about to find out.
Yeah. Well, I was a hit stun.
Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, you just jump out.
Goofy, aw.
But it's a funny super.
How far away can you hit them with that with Sing?
How far away?
Yeah, does it work at
only
this
about-
range? I mean, that puts you like point blank next to me.
Yeah, I did not expect it to move forward that far.
Okay, wow, that's
Very short, okay. That was so short.
that's a little depressing.
Hey, technically not the worst level 5 of the game.
Smile.
Not anymore, anyway.
Yeah. Alrighty, I don't know if we have any other squiggly questions, so if you want to be free, you can. Well, actually, I have a question for you, because I'm pretty sure this is the case, but
Yeah.
Valentine needs OTG to do, like, stand heavy kick into bypass into EKG, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All 3 hits anyway. All 3 hits.
Yeah, doing the sliding knockdown into it. Okay. I have a feeling that might be what they're messing up, so we can go through that.
Yeah. That's why you generally do crouch medium kick, stand heavy punch into bypass.
Yeah.
Slightly less damage, but OTG less. So.
Alright. If you would like to be free, you can be free.
I am free. Yeah. Do not look at what game I'm about to launch.
Squint.
Oh wait, I don't have it installed. Do I really not have it installed? I do not. That's funny. Hold on. Which one of you people is playing Eunice?
Wait, what? Okay. Sure.
No, I do mean Eunice, not
Yeah, I know.
two.
I was like, no, people play Wait, no, that's not Toonie. Wait, it is not even clear. Unit. What? Huh?
Yeah, that's why I'm confused. Anyway, I will be installing Toonie and attempting to play a different character.
Let's
I
go.
want to try Cognito this time.
One of us. One of us.
Look, sometimes I just want to do the gun kata stuff. It looks fun.
Gun is fun, and I mean,
Grenades look fun too.
low key, her combos kind of just feel like Valentine. So you're a Valentine player, you'll get it.
I mean, I played Valentine at the start of Skullgirls. I
Yeah.
just was bad at neutral,
Valentine
so
neutral.
I played Parasol.
Paraneutral is easy. Destroying my beloved.
Yeah, I went from playing the hardest neutral to playing one of the easiest neutrals.
I went to having to think to getting to abuse a step dash and sword jab.
Yeah, everyone has to play neutral versus me. Not I have to play neutral versus you.
Dang, my neutral's good.
then
Dash
there's
back 2
Peacock.
medium punch L shot.
Then there's Peacock.
Yeah. Alrighty, what are the next questions that are up?
Yeah, I can hang around if you have any questions or that you want to help me. If you want me to help answer.
I think most of them are pretty straightforward from here, so I'll free you for the evening.
All right, I will be in chat if you need me.
Have a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we've got issues with doing Valentine Ender. Pasta. Issues getting in on P-Brass as Val and Double.
Time to operate.
So it kind of depends on which double assist you're using.
Back on the beat.
We've made multiple videos, multiple whole videos on getting out on PX. So what's the zoning pattern? That's not it. That's not it either. So you can, obviously, it's the nuclear option. You have stuff like that to go over and through, but you can get called out for doing this too predictably. Otherwise, good movement can get in. And obviously these are just examples versus a very specific P pattern. I wanted to chicken block that. But as you saw, waiting out the assist, and if possible, if you can even tag it. Use your assist to body block. That's not assistable. Trying to see if there's any way Valentine can body block everything and counter call, but it's not looking great. You do have this option to just try and like cheat your way in. Again, anything revolving around bypass is going to be kind of risky. But you can try and counter zone. This is a pretty decent movement option to shoot the gap. You do also have jump light punch to do a similar thing. For tagging to double, if you tag looking for that heavy punch, but again, these are all very committal. Double, it's a bit harder. Whoops, wrong quarter circle. Okay, go. Brain, just do the zoning pattern. Anytime you get a chance to hit the band is usually a pretty good opportunity. You can use stuff like Fortune Jump Light Punch to make your hurt box smaller. Once you're in range, trying to check the zoning with these. Oops. Why are you so tall? You can look for stuff like that. But the most consistent thing is going to be just dash blocking. Getting into a range. And you'll see me push blocking a little bit. If you don't have... I'm trying to do this with intent, basically. And I'm not doing the greatest job of it. I'm trying to push block to create bigger windows for myself. Otherwise, you're usually going to be better off not push blocking. But so, like, one thing you can try and do is time your push block to make a window that isn't there. There we go. All of a sudden there. Can I dash block? Yeah, you can't flash up through that. That's not what I meant to press. But yeah. So more often than not, you're not going to be wanting to push block. You're going to be trying to use your mobility, including things that shrink your hurt boxes to get around stuff. If you can ever tag band, it's usually a good idea, putting it on a longer cooldown. If you're running bypass instead of this, you can also use that to eat some projectiles or force them to hold something as you're making your way in. And then these bands, which are harder to use when bands out. That's my rudimentary understanding of it. If you have other questions, I would direct those towards players like BVP, Tyrone, anyone who plays these characters at a high level. So JP would be really good for double. Fuku, no, not JP. Swergen would be good for double. PvP is lost media, but and then when it comes to this, I'm not entirely sure exactly where you're dropping, but You can do it all with quarter circle forwards. And so the question I was asking for... Oops. So when you use up your OTG, yeah. What am I doing? When you use up your OTG, you cannot do this version of the ender. So if that is what you are not paying attention to and dropping, try seeing if... Oops. Wait, does that? Is that really not combo? See if you can do this as your ender instead if it fixes it. Because this doesn't require OTG and lets you do everything. As opposed to... Why? Oopsies. As opposed to doing... I keep on doing it too early. This is what I get for not playing the characters. Otherwise, if you don't have OTG, you'll have to do this. And just omit the bypass at the end. Because if you try and do it, that will happen. Consistently. So you're either going to have to omit the bypass, or you're going to have to end with that. With 5 heavy punch instead of heavy kick. Oops. What is it? So, hopefully that answers both the Valentine questions. Okay. So, for this next question, I'm gonna have to hit you with the obligatory wiki. The wiki has at least some burst bait setups.
Ready?
But I can go through some of my favorite Parasol ones. Philia, I will have to direct you towards the wiki or asking other Philia players, because I do not know what are the Philia resets that will sell it. Appreciate the raid. Hope the bracket went well. But, so, you've got standard. The annoying thing about this burst bait, it's a pretty big call out for the most part. Because unless your spacing is really nice, you have to up back, which means you don't get pressure afterwards. But you get that. It's the same variant as doing it with that jump string. This one I won't necessarily recommend, but it works on pretty much everyone versus some of the bigger characters. You have to very deliberately like crouch and stay out of the way. But that will catch some people. The burst baits I highly, highly recommend learning are the ones in the corner. If you can get this down on the small characters, timing's hard though. This is universal. And it adds another layer to what's already a really stupid mix. Why can I not do this? Do I need to delay it this stupid? Yo, am I tripping? This... I swear you should be able to do this on screen. I'm gonna drive myself insane. But, okay. Besides that, besides this one, this is a lot easier on lights. And you either have the burst bait option or you can go into high-low. But the high-low doesn't work if they burst. The only one you actually get a burst bait off of is if you do this. Those are the two really good ones. It's not a burst bait, but the stomp setup tends to be pretty mash safe for a lot of things. Yo, I do this one all the time. I was literally about to talk about it. I don't recommend this one as much, because if they know, they should know to not press here. You can do a delayed air throw, but it's pretty obvious to tell the difference. But if you get people afraid, you get to catch them respecting a lot. You can get this mid-screen. It's hard. Do I have these? So, and then you dash up and like neutral jump for the burst bait. I haven't done this in so long. There's a couple other mix options. Like, off of pretty much any parasol mix, there's usually going to be a burst bait layer if you've done air strings. You've got that. And then yeah, you can do all the other options off of it. So like, even before you do the you should be able to burst bait off of this. Am I crazy? Is that just a little too slow? Am I trying to do a little too much? No, you should be able to do this. I think I'm just... Yeah. Just gotta be on top of it. One thing I like to do, I don't know if I necessarily recommend it, because you set it up off of this mix. I say as I mess up the mix. Yeah. This one's finicky with which characters it does and doesn't work on. But, so off of this, you do have that as an option. So, there's a plethora of burst baits. This character, I mean, even just gets to do that as a burst bait. Anytime you get a chance to use any of your disjoints as burst baits, it's usually going to be a pretty good thing. This also becomes a safe jump if you have OTG. I forget exactly how it works. I would need to ask an old head because no new parasols do this. Where's the burst? Pretty sure that's the safe jump. The jump light punch itself doesn't actually safe jump, it's the tier explosion that'll safe jump. And if you're unaware, the way the rules work in this game is... This is normally a blue bounce, but if you do a burst bait hit that leads to a blue bounce, if you have OTG, they have to delay their tech. I don't think they can burst tech at all, but if you have already used OTG, like this, and then you go for it, they can tech that knockdown even though it's a burst bait. They just need to wait until they actually hit the ground. Why did I... Oops. So those are the parasol examples. Again, for Philia, I would refer you to the wiki. I don't know that character well enough to talk through all of her burst bait options and what people consider seeable versus not. But so, the last questions are kind of just talking about forming an offense. So for this, I'm going to use a very basic example, or I'll use two basic examples.
Get ready.
And lock mode. So, two most common ways to use the assist. Use it to cover your approach and give you a second layer. So if they get hit by the first one, you just get a combo with your confirm. But if you imagine they block it, you then get another layer behind it. Do I have these? Oh, wait. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Okay. I could have actually picked up that last one. That's really funny. So that is one of the very common ways to deal with it. The other one is going to be to cover your opponent's push block options. So if I have set to blocking, and let's say push block on the third hit. There you go. So I call it on reaction or call out, depending on how well you know your opponent's habits. And then I use it to give myself another layer and also prevent them, depending on your... So like I'm using lock and load here. It will eat most reversals and beat it because it's armored. I'll use that to disincentivize them from doing anything. Those are the two most common ways I'll use assists to facilitate your offense. Let me read both these entries. On offensive block strings. So yeah, again, talking about jump-ins, can call your assist as you're jumping in, but you need to make sure it's not after an air dash. Because an air dash, wait, won't lock you out. I'm crazy. Okay, but it cannot be after a double jump, and it cannot be after a super jump. So as much as I want to call my assist on that jump in, I can't. As much as I want to call my assist on the jump in, I can't. If I call it before I do my double jump, I can get it. So you've got that sort of stuff going for you. In terms of keeping your block string solid, a lot of it is going to be paying attention to your opponent's push block habits. Because like this character, I'm plus on block here. Or not plus, I'm neutral. I'm neutral until they make a PBGC window. And so I'm reacting to them doing that with that. So, most basic example. This, I'm kind of just plus in your face a lot. But PBGCs or good push blocks creating a gap can check my approach. So like that, I would have had a gap because I didn't space this right. But that's where assists get really annoying. I can use them to cover the gaps and keep myself very plus. Just force you to hold everything. Because this... I am so plus in your face here. And then I can just use that to cover any gaps. You can also use it. So, in part of what I'm doing, I can use it to cover that space and to use that time to move back in. So instead of like actively also putting out hitboxes, obviously, that's not really the best range to do that with. But it can be used to cheat your way back in. I'll find myself doing string with Filia and HB. So, as a general baseline, that is a good habit to keep yourself safe. If you are heavily reliant on that, people can tailor a very specific game plan. Essentially, they can figure out where they need to push block to then get a happy birthday by pressing on you. So you cannot be overly reliant on it. So another good thing to just be able to do on offense is to mix up your approaches, try and not extend super hard beyond hit confirming. And sometimes you are just going to go through the whole shebang. And you're going to need to bail out. But that's where, like, tick pressure comes in. where you don't have to commit your assist to keep yourself safe, or you know which buttons of yours are neutral on block, you know which specials you can use to bail out. But be very careful going all the way through to specials to bail out, because again, PBGC makes frame data not quite as real the further into a block string you go. And also just over-relying on your assist on offense. They really help offense, but at the end of the day, it's a risk, because if they catch you by mashing, you are watching 2 of your characters explode. So this is not a never do it, but it is a try to avoid autopiloting it. Don't get too trigger happy, because it can lead to some game losing habits if you're not able to change them. And outside of any more like specific instances, I can't like, I have to be very general here. Because this game is so situationally dependent on what assists, what team, just like, there's so much nuance to everything that you can like make exceptions for everything. But as a general rule of thumb, pretty good habit. I need to start doing this more. Oops. Wait, what? Friendly reminder, Quake is a low. Yeah, unless there are any further questions, I think I'll be wrapping this up. This is a nice short little VOD review, or not VOD review, yeah, lab stream. Getting through all the backlog. Para has a lot of silly stuff. I love this character. Let me reset my settings back to normal so I don't get jump scared by them again. There we go. Back to defaults. Alrighty. That's all from me, folks. Y'all know the deal. Tomorrow, Hunter's Hustle, beginner bracket. If you don't want to deal with some killers, go pop up there, have some fun. Even if you don't want to play in the bracket, it's a really good server for beginners to get beginner games, ask for slightly beginner-friendly advice. Obviously, we're a learning server too, but they are dedicated specifically to beginners. It's a really good environment to be in. Tuesdays, there's a Danison League, so if you want the ranked ladder hosted in Mixed Masters, go have some fun. Wednesdays, we host an open bracket at 8 p.m. EST. Be great. Thursdays, there's Mixed Masters. If enough people sign up, things have been slowing down, so it's not as consistently Thursdays, but if it's there, that's the big bracket of the week. 8 p.m. EST, hosted through Mixed Masters, obviously. We host VOD Review on Thursdays. Don't know who's hosting it yet, so it will be at an undetermined time. It could be like 6 p.m. EST, it could be 12 p.m. PST, or EST, depending on whether it's East Coast hosting it or West Coast hosting it, and all our schedules. The next week, Saturday, Raw Tag Rumble, open bracket at 1 p.m. EST, and we'll be back here again with our usual Get Gr8, our educational stream matches at 7 p.m. EST. So, that's the next week. Take care, everybody, and we'll see y'all Wednesday.
me and my spectator.
That's okay.
Oh,
Second
ooh.
tier.
Oh, nice. Ooh.
Oh, we avoided
Let's go.
it. Nice.
Oh, let me see it.
Hey,
Here's the combo.
Hey.
you finished this. They died.
That's somewhat of a combo,
Nice.
yeah.
Hey, they're dead.
We're missing a few more parts
Not
to
bad.
it, but hey.
Yeah.
We got Abomination.
It's like we have some bombos, but like our knowledge of the mechanics of the game are not exactly there just yet.